Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond the Cowl. You've got Sammy here, and today we're going to be doing the beautiful crochet puff stitch. A beautifully simple stitch that is really visually appealing. This stitch is worked on a repeat of 6. So if you're starting fresh, you'll want a chain length that is a multiple of 6 plus 1. If you're working into your existing temperature blanket, then you'll just do a row of single crochet. So working your chain, you'll do a row of single crochet into it. That row of single crochet will need to be a multiple of 6 with a chain of 1 at the end. Don't forget to keep count of your stitches if you're working single crochet into an existing project. And if you're working into a project that is 120 stitches wide, that is not a multiple of 6, so please refer to the written pattern for the adjustments that you'll need to make. It's fairly simple. Do that chain and row of single crochet or row of single crochet depending how you're working, and I'll meet you back here for row 2 so we can get started on this beautiful pattern. See you soon. Guys, I'm back. We've got our I finished my starting chain and my row of single crochet, and now it's time to start working that beautiful puff stitch. So we're chaining 1 to turn, popping a single crochet into the same stitch, then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to work a half double crochet 5 together over the next 5 stitches. So our chain 2, we're not missing anything, yarning over, inserting into the next stitch, pulling up a loop. Now 5 together, I suggest pulling up your yarn a little higher on every stitch. So the second one, yarning over, inserting into the next stitch, pulling up a loop, yarning over, inserting our hook, pulling up another. So that's 3 half double crochet, yarning over into the next for our 4th, yarning over, inserting our hook, pulling up a loop for our 5th. So each 2 loops would be a half double crochet. So at this point we've done our 5 stitches, we have 11 loops on our hook, yarning over, pulling through all 11 loops and chaining 2, popping a single crochet into the next stitch. Looks very wonky now, trust me, it's all going to straighten out. So from our single crochet, once again we're chaining 2 and then working a half double crochet 5 together. So yarning over, inserting into the first stitch, pulling up a loop, having our loops a little longer, yarning over into the second stitch, pulling up a loop, yarning over into our 3rd, pulling up a loop, yarning over into our 4th, pulling up a loop, yarning over into our 5th, pulling up a loop. So we've got 11 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 11. Oh, sorry guys, off camera. Chaining 2 to complete the puff stitch. So it'll seem quite flat now. As we work our next row, it will start to puff out a little, and it's a very pretty stitch. So we're repeating that pattern all the way across. After our chain 2, we pop a single crochet into the next stitch and then begin our next puff with a chain 2. I'll let you guys finish working that row. I'll meet you back here for row 2. Okay, first row is completed with our lovely puff stitch. Now, to work our third row, chaining 1 to turn, popping a single crochet into the same stitch, and then we're working single crochet into every stitch across, but in the back loop only. So nice and easy, single crochet into the back loop only. And that's in every stitch all the way across. So one into each of the stitches that comprise our chain 2s, and one into the top of our half double crochet 5 together. So we're not working over the chain, working into each loop of the chain. Back loop only, so we'll have a nice ridge. It's just adding some extra texture. So I'll let you guys work that row of back loop only single crochet. I'll meet you back here for row 4. Okay, row 3 completed. So all back loops, so you can see we've got the nice ridge. Now we're going to chain 2 to turn. Let me just see if I can adjust that. You can see the different texture on this side. Our puff sitting out a little more pronounced. Okay, now we're working our puff stitch again, but we're going to offset them. So these puffs will be in the center of the ones from the last puff row, row 2. Now in order to do that, we're going to have to do a half puff on the end here. So our chain 2 counts as the first stitch. Then we're going to do half of a 5 HDC 5 together. So we've just got 2 more to do. So we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch completely, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the second stitch completely, pull it up, yarn over, and pull through all 5 stitches on our hook, finishing with a chain 2 and a single crochet into the next stitch. From there we're chaining 2 and working a half double, a 5 half double crochet together. So yarning over, inserting into the first stitch, pulling up a loop, yarning over to the second, pull up a loop, yarning over into the third, pull up a loop, yarning over into the fourth, pull up a loop, yarn over into the fifth, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 11 on our hook, chain 2 and single crochet into the next stitch. So you can see that the puffs on this row are sitting in the center of the puffs from the last row. Now our bottom's still looking a little wonky, but we can straighten that out with a row of single crochet or half double crochet and get it sitting nice and straight. From our single crochet we once again chain 2 and we work our second half double crochet 5 together. Yarning over, inserting into the first, yarning over into the second, pulling up a loop, yarning over into the third, pull up a loop, yarn over into the fourth and pull up a loop, yarn over into the fifth, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 11 loops on our hook, chain 2 and single crochet into the next stitch. So nice and simple. nice and glary. There we go. Nice and simple and beautifully stunning stitch. I'll let you guys finish out that row and I'll meet you back here on row 5, which will be the final row of the repeat for this stitch. See you soon. Hey guys, back again. I just thought I'd run you through the end of the row because again we've got to do a half double crochet 3 together, sort of to get our half double crochet 5 together. So chaining 2, yarning over, inserting into the next stitch, pulling up a loop, yarning over, inserting into the second stitch, pulling up a loop, yarning over, inserting into the third and final stitch, pulling up a loop, yarning over and pulling through all loops on our hook. Chain 1 to turn, working a single crochet into our first stitch, and then we're going to do our row of back loop only single crochet. So only the back loops all the way across with the back loop single crochet. I hope you've enjoyed working up this gorgeous little puff stitch. I can't wait to see what you all do with it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, have a fantastic day and happy hooking.